everyone, Mikazu Dragon here, and today we have the Path of Exile announcement for their new league, Lake of Calandria. I'm only going to go over the in-game improvements since I missed that and the new skill gems and supports. I saw almost everything else. I didn't see the unique items, or I've seen a little bit of the rebalance, but at the same time, I don't really care. The new uniques I'll probably never get unless I get super lucky. Other than that, I'm going to be getting the Knights Supporter Pack. Sadly, you won't see it yet because I'm actually out of money right now. Yeah, but if anyone wants to donate so I can get any other supporter pack, because I really want the Rogue Overseer too. Like, that thing exploding on his back, that's so funny. And then the dog. The dog's hilarious. The more items you pick up, the more luggage he has. I thought he was getting his own equipment slot, but no. It's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna be adding this will not affect your gameplay, and then all I see is them talk about a dog that carries your items. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought you wasn't gonna do that. But no. Alright, here we go.
Expansion leading up to Path of Exile 2's release.
Yeah, check out my Patreon or my Twitch if you wanna drop a donation.
Will be improving Path of Exile's endgame with new content to explore and new ways to customize your endgame experience. In the Lake of Calandra expansion, we're introducing Atlas Memories. They aren't a league feature, they're part of the core game, affecting standard and persisting once the Calandra League has ended. In maps, you'll very rarely find a memory item, which represents a set of memories that an NPC has about their past. Something special happened to them while exploring maps, and you're able to experience those events for yourself. Let's have a look at a couple of examples. In this Atlas memory, Kirik tells you about the time that he stumbled across a staging ground for a Harbinger invasion of Rankers. Each successive map you play in the sequence has more and more Harbinger portals and invaders that you must deal with. This is a memory of Nico's, where he entered a sequence of maps that were entirely consumed by permanent breaches, like a Breachlord's domain.
No way!
Yes, if I have to talk about it, but will you?
I hope so. I love Breach.
Right-click a memory and apply it to a completed map on your Atlas. It'll mark out a series of adjacent maps that the Atlas memory will span.
No way.
When you next talk to the relevant NPC in your hideout, they'll tell you about their recollections and will allow you to start exploring the memory. Each map in the sequence is provided for free by the NPC, and you'll be able to roll it like usual before running it. Because these maps are memories of the NPC, they are not affected by your Atlas tree. However, the content is generally as difficult and rewarding as a fully specialized Atlas tree would cause it to be.
Ooh. Fun.
Each successive map in the sequence gets harder and more rewarding as the memories intensify. While memories...
One thing I did forget to say, I'm probably going in RF for my first league start character, unless there's something that really catches my eye with the new skills.
Are tradable, they're also very rare and valuable, so you'll probably want to complete them yourself if you can.
No, we'll check out the new items.
For players who love lore, Atlas Memories help expand on the backstory of key NPCs.
That doesn't seem very long.
For players wanting to try out different league mechanics at quite high levels of juice that they haven't specialized their Atlas for, Memories let them do this without a bunch of respecking. And for everyone else, Atlas Memories are a great way to earn some valuable items, if you're strong enough to complete them. The Lake of Calandra expansion also contains a new unique map that I'm quite excited about. The Trial Master is back. This boss from Ultimatum, and more importantly the unique items he drops, have been sorely missed and will be making a return as the Tower of Ordeal's unique map in Lake of Calandra. This map can be created by completing difficult endgame Val content. We have not forgotten about the rest of Ultimatum and have a specific plan for how it will return in the future.
I hope it returns soon. I didn't enjoy
Path of Exile's endgame.
I didn't enjoy Ultimatum as much as I wanted to, because I didn't go RF. I also call, and then I went bow.
We take every opportunity we can to add new variations of rewards that you can find. We don't want to say too much about how these are acquired, but in this expansion, it's possible to very rarely find special foil versions of any pinnacle boss unique item. These have the same stats as regular ones, but are certain to be highly prized by collectors or wealthy players wanting to show off.
Okay.
The Lake of Calandra
New
expansion
unique
contains
items.
14 new unique items.
14.
In addition to the Calandra's Touch ring that is exclusive to the Calandra Challenge League, we have introduced a new endgame pinnacle boss reward, a supporter unique, the Tower of Ordeals unique map, 6 new Grand Spectrum jewels, and even some leveling uniques. The first we're showing you today is Soul Ascension, a pair of gloves designed by Zizaran. They drop from the Uber Elder. Soul Eater is a very powerful buff, but it is usually hard to obtain in boss fights. This unique grants you the ability to gain stacks of Soul Eater when you hit a unique enemy, but also makes you lose those stacks if you aren't near one. Ghost Wraith is a leveling unique which allows you to play as an almost pure energy shield character during early parts of the campaign.
Whoa. 50% of maximum life converted to energy shield?
New unique items in this expansion over the next week.
No way. That's amazing.
Path of Exile.
We don't want to see the rebalance. I don't care for that. I want to see the new skill. What am I gonna test something new out and suffer, or am I gonna just play RF and take the easy way out?
The Lake of Calandra expansion includes 3 new skill gems and 1 new support gem. Alchemist's Mark is a new mark skill. Igniting or poisoning the marked target creates burning or caustic ground underneath them, based on the damage of the strongest ignite or poison on the enemy. The damage of the ground effects also scales with Curse and Mark effect, providing a non-standard way to scale your build's damage. Hitting the marked target also refills some of your flask charges. This new skill opens up an extra source of damage for ignite or poison-focused characters, especially for ignite builds that want an alternative to Flame Surge, or poison builds that cause fewer, higher damage poisons. This high-level build uses Flame Blast, with 100% of the damage converted to Chaos, to inflict huge poisons on enemies. When Alchemist's Mark is cast on an enemy first, that enemy drops caustic ground when it's poisoned, scaled by those big Flame Blast poison hits, melting everything into a puddle.
Too complicated.
Galvanic Field is a new shock-themed spell. When used, you gain a buff, granting a small bonus chance to shock. When you next shock an enemy, the buff is consumed and the enemy becomes energized, repeatedly zapping themselves and nearby targets, a lot like Ball Lightning. If the energized enemy dies, then the energy sits at their location and continues to zap things. Galvanic Field's area of effect and zap damage scale with the strength of the shock on the target. While Galvanic Field is great for any build that shocks, you can even fully build around it, and use a skill with increased shock effectiveness like Arc, to shock enemies and kill them with a ball of death. Lightning Conduit is another new shock-themed spell. A wave propagates out from the target location, causing lightning bolts to strike all shocked enemies in a large area.
This is where I came back
from. The damage is scaled by the strength of the shock on each enemy. Lightning Conduit cannot itself shock and won't hit non-shocked enemies at all, so the challenge with this skill is to find a way to consistently apply powerful shocks to your targets to make the most of Lightning Conduit's high damage potential and area of effect. This high-level build uses Wave of Conviction to shock enemies, before casting Lightning Conduit until they're obliterated. For longer fights, it can employ Galvanic Field to create a constant source of lightning damage. Last but not least, Overcharge Support is a new support gem that causes supported skills to deal less damage, but makes them inflict much stronger shocks and grants them a higher chance to shock.
I'm very
Overcharge lets many different lightning skills create powerful shocks. Use this to take advantage of Shock's large damage multiplier, or to activate Lightning Conduit and Galvanic Field.
Yep, that was it.
As part of
well, my thoughts on the new skill gems. Too much work for my small brain. Yep. We're going RF. Yeah, I can't wait. We still have another week. 1 week, 1 day before the new league comes out. On the 19th, everyone, the 19th. And then the cool action begins. Other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to pick up a supporter pack, or even drop a donation for me so I can get my supporter pack. Because right now I'm screwed for at least 3 weeks. Yeah. And some of these are not coming back. Like they said, here's some FOMO for you guys. They're not coming back. Some of these. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.